Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. So today's video, I'm just going to be giving you guys an update as to, what's been going on because there's been nothing on the channel in the last several months, like I'd say 2 3 months now since it's been anything uploaded. So I just wanted to more so talk about why there hasn't been anything. Why hasn't there been any videos? Why haven't I been doing anything about it? And I just wanted to give you guys an update as to what's been happening behind the scenes, and also just kind of just talk about some plans for 2024 and some exciting things that are actually going to be coming up to the channel. So that's more so what I wanted to talk about today. So what I've actually done is I prepared up a little bit of a Google slide here just to have points just in the background on the screen. Just so that way you guys can kind of relate to what I'm talking about if something doesn't make sense. And more so just for visuals instead of just me talking. I decided to just put a little bit of something in the background. So anyway, originally I was actually going to upload this or record this in a different format. Originally I was just talking, and then I had like a background where I would have like text appearing on the screen, like different subtitles where they'd be multiple subtitles at once on the screen of my points and then have them disappear in editing. But unfortunately, my video editor, which is Power Director, does not support that. I don't know why they don't support that, but whenever you have multiple subtitles on the screen, it'll extremely shorten the first one to allow the second one to come in. Don't ask me why, but anyway, they don't support what I was looking to do, so that's why I decided to do a PowerPoint instead. So, or should I say a Google slide? I always call these things PowerPoints. I'm so used to calling them PowerPoints, but anyway, so we'll get started here with basically why there hasn't been any content recently. So the first reason and basically main central reason is a college burnout. So unfortunately, at the end of my last semester, which is ran from September to December 2023, if you guys don't know, I am a college student full time, and for the most part, I've been pretty busy over the last couple of years since I've started school. We'll start at college, I should say. And last semester, the burnout got so bad to the point where yes, I had time to do stuff, but I just didn't really have a lot of mental energy to actually go about doing any work related to the channel, which was kind of disappointing. Like, I did do the odd bit of shiny hunting, and I did actually record a video in that time, but the video was so poor, like the commentary was just a mess, and I just was not happy with the result of it. So I took a little bit of downtime from video making. I have been hunting though, just to try to get some shinies found and have some videos to be able to upload for that whenever I would find the shiny. So I've been still hunting. It's just there haven't really been anything else like for videos being made, or really there's been nothing being done just because I was so burnt out come the end of the last semester. And just to kind of put some emphasis on that, basically at my school, so I'm in Canada, right? So I've mentioned before in my openings that I'm a Canadian, and in our colleges here in our country, kind of the way it works, it's very similar to the way I'm sure a lot of you guys watching have your school set up. So most basically most countries that I know of, basically people are more so used to doing 4 year degree programs, and then after that they go out and they find jobs, if they do a master's or whatever. We kind of have the same thing here. So we have universities, which those have your 4 year college programs where that you would do your degree and then you go on and do whatever, right? But in Canada, we also have practical hands-on colleges. We have our community colleges are more so hands-on colleges. So basically, you go there if you want a more hands-on practical experience, and also to do it in a bit of less time as well. Now, the trade-off for it is it's a lot more work. You do a lot more work to finish in a shorter amount of time, but you do get a lot more hands-on experience, which is really really good for actually getting jobs and such and having good experience with it. So anyway, with my specific program, which I'm taking a technology program in my school, anyway, my college program requires you to take 6 courses. I am not kidding. 6 courses a semester. So most colleges do 4 or 5 courses a semester for students. We do 6, which is a lot. And when I say it's a lot, I mean it's a lot. Like, yes, I still do have time to do things. Like, I have time to shiny hunt. I have time to do, various other things. But the downside about it all is I get so burnt out come the end of the semester. And it's not just me. Like, when the instructors are getting burnt out too. Like, that's not good. When you're seeing everybody, including the instructors, getting burnt out. Very, very bad thing. But anyway, so once the semester ended in December, right before the holiday season, I just was so burnt out. And originally, actually, I was going to do this update video in a different format altogether, besides what I just explained earlier in the video. So back in December, I'd actually filmed a booster box opening in Paradox Rift, and I tried to do that video in the format of an update video as well. But that video is not going to be coming to you guys. I'm not going to be uploading that one just because the video was a disaster. Like, the commentary was so messed up. Like, I was just all over the place in that video. Danielle was all over the place in that video. And I just wasn't happy with the way that recording turned out. So, unfortunately, that video will not be coming to you guys. I do have some other openings, which I'll talk about later, that you guys will be seeing soon. But that unique Paradox Rift booster box will not be uploaded to the channel, unfortunately. I will, at the end of this video, though, show what pulls we had in that box, but I'm not gonna be uploading that original video. So instead, I'm just doing the update just on its own here. So anyway, as a result of the burnout, though, that's partly why that video was a mess. I just needed some time to just rest and kind of get myself back into a good sense of like working and such, and productivity. So that's what I spent a lot of my break doing, just getting some well-needed relaxation. So I really didn't focus a lot on the channel. I should have done some stuff with the channel, but again, I didn't really want to push it. And obviously, it's really important. Even though I love doing videos so much, the thing is that it's also really important, too, to take care of yourself. And that's what I decided was most important. So that's what I did, and I'm really glad I did what I did. So anyways, yeah, so like I said, a college burnout, and then as a result, it just gave me a huge lack of motivation, which I didn't have the energy to really do a lot of stuff associated with the channel. Other than just recording shiny hunting, that's basically all I did. And honestly, a lot of my time too, I was playing like PlayStation games or like different Switch games during my time off. So I did some hunting, but not really as much as I thought I was going to be doing, just because I didn't have a lot of energy to do so. So anyway, because of that, now we're into a new year, we're into new things, and I do have some updates to share for content that's going to be coming your guys' way, which I'm really excited about. I'm excited to finally be back doing some things. Really, really excited about that. So let's start talking about it. Let's talk about what's going to be coming your guys' way and what's going to be the plan for the channel coming up. So with Pokemon TCG, we'll start out with TCG. So there's going to be 6 videos upcoming, which is specifically going to be the Paradox Rift Marathon that we recorded back in November. So yes, we did open Paradox Rift. I mentioned that in, I think it was our 151 openings, that we'd be opening a Paradox Rift, and I was really excited. Well, Danielle wasn't really as excited for the set as I was, but I was excited for the set. And anyway, I mentioned we were going to be opening that. And obviously, you guys never seen any videos for it. We did open it. It's just, again, that was when I ended up getting extremely busy. And then my motivation just dropped. And I didn't have the energy to really work at a lot of those videos and get them up. So anyway, the marathon is finally going to be coming. So it's really late. Like, Paldean Fates comes out at the end of this month. Like, this video, like I said, January 9th, 2024. It's being recorded and uploaded. Paldean Fates comes out January 26th, so Paldean Fates is coming out really soon. But I am still going to be giving you guys the Paradox Rift Marathon to watch until then. So throughout the month of January, until Paradox Rift, I'm going to be spreading out these 6 openings of Paradox Rift content that we have recorded for you guys. So basically the plan, 4 videos, just to kind of summarize what you guys are going to be getting. There's going to be an opening each of both different ETBs, so the Roaring Moon Elite Trainer Box as well as the Iron Valiant Elite Trainer Box. There's going to be an opening of 2 booster bundles, an opening of the 2 3-pack blisters. There's going to be an opening of 24 single sleeve packs, and then there's going to be an opening of 1 booster box. Not the booster box I was talking about before, that was a separate booster box that we had bought, a second one. But there will be an opening for 1 booster box that was in that marathon, so be looking forward to those videos. Really excited to finally get those out, and I'm excited for you guys to see what pulls we get in those openings for sure. So Really excited about that. We're going to schedule them out throughout January. So, like I said, it's probably going to be, I would say, maybe once every 2-3 days. I'm hoping to have a video go up because I'd like to have all of them on the channel for you guys to watch before Paldean Fates comes out. So, anyway, that is the plan for that. And speaking of Paldean Fates, so once the set comes out, I will be opening, like Danielle and I will be opening up the set. We do have some stuff for the set pre-ordered as of this moment. So currently we have 2 Elite Trainer boxes pre-ordered, and we've got 2 booster bundles pre-ordered. However, our local card shop does not have pre-orders up on their store at this moment for the rest of the products. So like the premium collections, there's 3 premium collections, there's sticker blisters, like sticker 3-pack blisters. There's a trio tins, there's mini tins, stuff like that. They don't have pre-orders out for any of those products. Only the ones I mentioned that we did pre-order. So we do have 2 2 Elite Trainer boxes and 2 booster bundles currently on pre-order. So that's already reserved for us. So we will be opening that when they come out. The biggest difference though is that normally when a set would come out, we would be opening stuff kind of all at once as soon as something came out. We're going to be doing that kind of when I keep confusing the names because they both start with P. When Paldean Fates comes out, not Paradox Rift, Paldean Fates. When Paldean Fates comes out, what's going to be happening to the set, if you guys don't know, very similar to 151, there's going to be different waves of products for the special expansion. So there's one wave coming, which is January 26th, the official release date. That day, the ETBs are coming out, and then there's going to be the sticker 3-pack blisters. So those are coming out. We will be opening up both of them around that period. So whenever the set comes out at the end of the month, and when we have our hands on that product, we'll be opening up our 2 ETBs, and we'll be opening up the 3 sticker blisters once those release. Wave 2 is going to be featuring the mini tins, which usually Danielle and I do not get the mini tins. For me personally, they're not really my favorite product to open. Plus, they get very expensive very quickly whenever you buy multiples of them. And I just find they're just not really an efficient, fun product for me to open for that reason. So we usually skip the mini tins, and we will be this time as well. However, there's going to be a normal, like regular trio of tins that's coming out, each with 6 packs in them, as well as there's going to be 3 premium collections. So that's what's coming in Wave 2. However, instead of opening all out on Wave 2, because it is going to be a little pricey, what we're actually going to be doing is just opening the premium collections on Wave 2 and then getting the tins for Wave 3. Because Wave 3 is just the booster bundles. So what we're doing just to make it, like, spread the cost around is we're going to be getting just the premium collections on Wave 2, and we're going to save the tins until when Wave 3 is done, which is when the booster bundle launches at the end of February. So that is our plan, and some sets as well, like with coming up, most sets going forward for mainstream sets. So the next mainline set is Temporal Forces in March. So starting with that set, and probably with other sets, well, I guess kind of already starting with Paradox Rift a little bit, we're going to be only opening up 1 booster box now for the most part whenever main sets come out. Reason for that is just because of cost. And it's not necessarily that we don't have the financials to do so, because we do. It's just our personal choice. We just feel like nowadays there's just so much in TCG sets where it's almost impossible to complete a set in a reasonable budget. So you basically have to, unless you want to spend like thousands of dollars, like trying to pull every single card, which we don't do. Anyway, we really just do it for fun, so we don't mind purchasing single cards. So kind of our plan would more so be to, instead of getting a ton of product, basically eliminate 1 booster box, since we're already going to pull a good amount of cards anyway. And then if we wanted to buy remaining single cards, we could. And also we could use that money for other things that we have planned for the future for the 2 of us. So because Danielle and I obviously have different plans, like we want to work towards getting a place, and we want, like, there's just other things in our life that we want to do. So it's just basically us choosing to spend our money in different ways and in different patterns. So sometimes when TCG sets come out, we won't exactly be opening everything right when the set releases, or when products release. Sometimes it might be a little delayed, but it probably won't be delayed by much unless we're just simply not opening something. So that's basically the update for TCG. Like, it's basically going to be, those are going to be the changes. So not really much for change. It's just more so the way that products are going to be opened on the channel. and that we're going to be doing Paradox Rift. The Paradox Rift Marathon is going to be coming your guys' way really soon. And our Paladin Fate stuff is pre-ordered, at least some of our stuff, and then we're going to be opening the set with different patterns. So, anyway, now let's talk about shiny hunting. So, shiny hunting also going to have not really a drastic difference, but there's some news for it. So, I do have 5 videos actually upcoming for you guys for shiny hunting. So there's going to be 4 shiny reactions, which are all phases for my Honedge hunt, as the hunt is still not incomplete. It's still incomplete. So the thing is, and this is something I wanted to talk about as well. So originally, like especially last year and the year before, kind of what I was trying to do for the most part was essentially get, like, whenever I'd be hunting something, so I'll just say Honedge in this example, I would not upload any of the phases that I would get for Honedge until I actually get it. And then when I get the shiny, then put all the phases that I found for that hunt all into one video. So I have a compilation of all the phases that I got for it. And then actually have the shiny at the end. That's kind of what I was looking at doing. And what a lot of hunters do nowadays. But I found, like, for me, like, especially, like, with how limited time I have to hunt at times, I just think that's not really a good approach for my channel. And I'd really like to get some shiny videos out there. So what I decided we're going to start doing instead is going forward for basically, which this Scarlet Violet, I'm just going to skip to the end of the slide here and I'll talk about that Scarlet Violet shiny compilation after I'm done with this. But anyway, basically the new plan is that hunts, I'll just read exactly text by text here. So hunts with just the one shiny, or with just one shiny, will be uploaded and when found with no differences. So basically, that's like a legendary, right? So if it's just a hunt for one Pokemon, it'll be uploaded whenever. If it's a hunt that's a phase for something, so a phase for a hunt will now be uploaded right away instead of delaying until the hunt is over. And that video will basically consist of an intro as well as, you know, the reaction, showing the nature, and then, you know, showing it off in battle or whatever. And then when the actual target is found, so for example, Honedge, whenever I would find Honedge, a compilation of all those reactions for previous phases plus the reaction of the main target will be featured in that video. So the biggest difference is that in, let's just say, the Honedge video, the reactions of the previous phases will be there, but I won't be showing the natures or anything. It's literally just going to be a quick clip of the reactions just leading up until the Honedge, and then the Honedge will have the reaction, the nature, and so on. So that's essentially going to be the plan for how I'm going to be doing videos for shinies going forward. And it's just so that way you guys can see more stuff that I'm finding. Because I feel like I'm finding shinies. It's just I haven't been able to share them with you guys because I haven't been getting my targets. Sometimes I've been just phasing. So because of that, I am going to change how my videos are going to be going up on the channel for shiny hunting. And I think honestly it's going to be a really positive change. And I'm really excited about that. It'll also keep my hunting motivation a lot higher when I'm finding stuff and being able to share it with you all. And I think it'll just be a lot more fun doing it that way. And then when we actually do find a target, like a target hunt, once it's done, then we actually get to reflect on all the previous targets. Because obviously shinies can be found scattered around, right? Like I might find a shiny for one hunt and then find another shiny for a different hunt for my next shiny and so on. So anyway, that's kind of the plan for that. And then going back earlier to the slide there about the Scarlet and Violet shiny compilation of 7 shinies total. So I have already recorded and edited a new compilation. So kind of similar to my compilation that I did with 24 full odd shinies between 2018 and 2021. I have a 7 shiny compilation that I've recorded and edited for Scarlet and Violet. So obviously, I have not uploaded any shinies from Scarlet and Violet at all. Again, partly because of phasing, partly because of other reasons. But I haven't uploaded any of my Scarlet and Violet full odds finds. And I want to change that. So what I've decided to do is make a compilation video with 7 specific shinies that I found in those games. And that video will be coming your guys' way really soon as well. So the videos coming up will be the 4 phases. 4 phases I've done for Honedge. So the first phase was the first Centret, which was in my previous compilation video, the 24 full odd shiny one from 2018 to 2021. That Centret was found in that compilation. And because of that, the new videos coming up are going to be the 4 shiny reactions that were past that. So the next 4 phases. So you guys will be seeing all those reactions coming up really soon, plus the compilation. So pretty exciting. So anyway, kind of relating into shiny hunting, what am I at for my hunts, just to give you guys an update as to where I'm at with things, what and also what I'm planning on hunting coming up. So because there is going to be some exciting news about this as well that I'm pretty happy and excited about. So anyway, first thing here, going back to Hone Edge. So I'm currently on phase 6 for Hone Edge, which to me is ridiculous because keep in mind with this Hone Edge hunt, I'm magna pulling it. And I've magna pulled it for every single phase. But somehow I see myself right now at phase 6. That's right. I've gotten 5 shinies that were not Hone Edge so far in this hunt while magna pulling for every single phase. And this thing appears at, I think it's a 57.5%. I could be wrong on the number. But it's a high percentage. And somehow I have not found a shiny Hone Edge in this hunt yet. I've been finding other shinies instead. So currently at 1,000 encounters for the 6th phase for this hunt. So hopefully I get Hone Edge on phase 6. We're hoping. Really, really hope so. But anyway, that's what I'm at for Hone Edge in phase 6. And the next hunt that I have going on currently is a Cresselia hunt in Black 2 and White 2. Currently at 2,450 SRs for that. Reason I'm hunting Cresselia, and I'm going to also be hunting, as you'll see later in the slide, I'm actually going to be starting a Mesprit hunt in those games too. Reason why is just because Cresselia and Mesprit are normally roamers in the Sinnoh games, and due to a lack of time and just some other reasons, like I'm not probably going to be hunting any roamers. It's just they take a lot of time and you need a lot of devices really to handle doing roamers. And I just, with me having a busy lifestyle, just hunting a roamer, while it would be cool to do, and props to all of you who have done roamers, like, you know, it's amazing. I have just amazing respect for it. But it's just for me personally, I just don't have the time to hunt a roamer. It's just not going to work well. So because of that, I'm doing Cresselia and Mesprit resets in Black 2 and White 2 where I can actually hunt them in normal reset means. So currently doing Cresselia, I'm at 2,450 for that. I am also working in a Pikachu and Pichu static hunt and trophy garden in my platinum games, and I'm currently at 5,100 for that. So that's getting closer to odds, but I'm still working at it. And as for my future hunting plan, so like I said, I'm going to be doing the Mesprit as I mentioned earlier. And also, once these 4 hunts are done, I'm going to be starting to do a lot of hunting in the Switch Pokemon titles. So basically, many of my hunts are going to be in the Nintendo Switch Pokemon titles. But like, let's go Pikachu and Eevee, Sword and Shield, BDSP, Legends Arceus, Scarlet and Violet, and whatever games are after that. I'm going to be doing most of my hunting. Once these hunts are done, a lot of my hunts are going to be done in those games. I will still be doing some hunts in the older games from time to time as well. But I really want to have a bigger emphasis and focus on the newer Pokemon games. More so the reason why is because one of my biggest regrets as a Pokemon player is I feel like in the newer games, yes, they do have some problems, especially Scarlet and Violet, like having many issues, especially the biggest one recently being the legendaries that came back in Indigo Disc being Shiny Lock. Why they did that, I have no idea. But anyway, there's problems like that do exist, and it turns people away from playing them. I understand that. But like for me, I feel like I still enjoy playing all Pokemon titles. And as a result, especially with recent Pokemon games, like Sword and Shield was one. I feel like Sword and Shield, I did not devote a lot of time to Sword and Shield, and I kind of regretted that. So, knowing that, I'm just kind of like, you know what? Because of that, I want to start devoting a lot of time to games where I feel like I should have put more time with them. So, especially a lot of the Switch titles got that treatment because I spent too much time in the older games. Well, the older games are great. They're definitely great for a reason. I want to start focusing a lot of my hunts, at least like 50 to 70% of them in the newer games going forward. So once these specific hunts I'm doing right now are done. So because of that, currently I have one Switch with one Elgato capture device. I'm planning on upgrading to 2 Elgatos and 2 Switches for double hunting. So that's something I'm in the progress of starting to invest in. I've already picked up one extra Pokemon game for that setup, which was a Shining Pearl. So now I have a Brilliant Diamond and a Shining Pearl, and originally I just had Brilliant Diamond. I'm going to be looking for a shield copy to go along with my sword, and a Let's Go Pikachu copy to go along with my Let's Go Eevee. Then once I get those found, I'm going to be purchasing a second Switch, and then I'm going to be purchasing a second Elgato, and then I'll be able to start doing some double hunts for hunts that need them. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. Something I've been thinking about for a little while now, and I'm really, really eager to start on it. So until then, I'm going to be focusing on these other hunts. Hopefully we can finish those up. And then I'll be starting to do some hunts in the newer games, and I've also got a few projects in the older games still too that I want to focus on. So that's the plan for that. So as for the final thing I wanted to mention in this video, so there's two other updates. So the first one is about streaming. There is a chance, I don't know yet, but there is a chance I could be getting back to streaming later this year. It's not confirmed, so this is not a confirmed statement. It's just a chance. More so reason why is because my internet is not 100%, and at the time when I was trying to stream, my equipment wasn't really good for it. So because of that, I had a lot of problems with streaming. A lot of it, like, I just dropped a ton of frames, mainly because of internet issues. And there was just a lot of issues that came along with streaming that just didn't really make it a good fit for my current network. So I'm hoping later this year to be able to return to streaming with some minor, like, network adjustments. I'm hoping. It's not a guarantee, but if so, it'd be great to return to streaming. And if I am going to be streaming, a lot of it will probably be shiny hunting. I'll probably be doing a lot of hunting streams, and I'm probably going to be doing, maybe I might do the odd, like, game stream with Danielle. Like, maybe it may not even be like it may not even be related to hunting or Pokemon in general. It could be something else. And that's actually what the other thing I wanted to mention about it is something else that's not Pokemon. So in our channel trailer that's on the homepage of our channel, in that video we mentioned how there could be some other series that's not related to Pokemon that could come to the channel eventually. We actually have a new Mario series in the works. It is not done yet, and actually still requires a little bit of work, but it is in production. We already have part of it done, and once it's done, videos on that specific game, which I'm not going to say what game it is, but videos on that game will be starting to release eventually. I don't know when, but pretty soon, hopefully in the next few months, you guys will start to see this specific Mario game that we're doing a playthrough of, and it's something I'm really excited about. So anyway, and it'll be the start of something new that Danielle and I start to do together a lot of the time. Like, that's not just for Pokemon. Like, that's in our content that's not Pokemon, let's just say, because Pokemon will still be the biggest focus for us, like, by far. Like, I would say of all our content that's ever going to be on this channel, I would say 80% of it's probably going to be Pokemon related. And then 20% will be other series like Mario or, something else Nintendo related or other gaming related series. But anyway, you get the point. So anyway, that's pretty much all the updates I have for this video. I know it was a lot. Like, definitely it's going to be about a 30-minute video. But like I said, there was a lot of stuff to go over. A lot of plans coming up for changes. And just, there was definitely a story behind why there hasn't been anything on the channel in the last little while. And I do apologize for that. I really do. And I'm really, really, really excited to get back to making videos again because it's going to be great. And I definitely got a better focus now of how I want to go about video making and, doing it for a passion, and which I've always done it for a passion, but, going at it in a different kind of aspect. So I'm really excited. I'm excited the way of handling it. Like, for example, recording videos. Like, a lot of my videos will be recorded kind of like all at once, and then I'll be spreading a lot of the stuff out, unless it's a shiny, of course. So it'll be better on me for, like, my work style and my, my work life, essentially. So it's just going to be a big change and a big benefit, really. It's going to be a lot of positivity with this new decision and new changing for the channel. So lots of exciting things. Really, really happy about a lot of this. So now that I'm done kind of just mentioning about the update, I will meet you guys in a second. I am just going to switch my recording setup here, and I'm actually going to show you guys the pulls out of that booster box. That originally was going to be this video, but ended up being this video that you're seeing now, so I will be back in a second. Alrighty, everyone, I am back. So I'm back here with a different view. So basically now we're going to go to the card cam here, and we are going to... I'm going to show you guys the pulls that we had in the second Paradox Earth booster box. Now, before I show these pulls, I am going to mention right quick that there's going to be no spoilers in these pulls I'm about to show for what we did pull in our first, like in our marathon. So anything that I'm showing you right now, I am not going to be saying whether the card was pulled in the past or not. Just so that way we can keep the marathon spoiler free. So there will be no spoilers here on what we actually pulled and if the card I'm showing is a dupe or not. So anyway, so for our second Paradox Rift booster box, it was decent. It was a decent box for sure. Like, I think it could have been a little bit better, but it was still not bad. It was still fun to open for sure. So out of this booster box, there was a total of 11 hits, 11 ultra rare hits in this box. 6 of them were regular EXs though, which I was a little unhappy about. There was only 2 illustration rares with 6 regular EXs, so I kind of wish it was 5 and 3. It's kind of what I wish, but it's okay, like things happen. So anyway, we had 6 regular EXs, which were Aegislash, Serena, Armor Rouge, Mosshold, Toxtricity, and then Roaring Moon. Then, like I said, we had 2 regular illustration rares, which were Gimme Ghoul, which is one of my favorites, actually, so I was pretty happy with this card. It's a really nice card. And Slitherwing. We had 2 full arts that were pulled, which were Professor Turo Scenario and Iron Veiling in EX. And then probably the best pull out of the booster box, which we did not hit a special illustration rare in this box, which is a little surprising, but we did pull... As you can see here, the gold Garchomp EX. So that was a really nice pull there for sure. So I was, really, really happy with that. And really pulling any gold card is always fun to do. But yeah, that was basically our hits out of our second booster box that you won't be seeing the video of. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what we did get. And like I said, these pulls here, some of these or all of these, who knows? They could be all dupes. They might not all be. I'm not going to mention that just that way the videos are spoiler free. So that way I'm not ruining any surprises for you guys. So, but anyway, that's pretty much it I have for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a long update video, but I really just wanted to kind of give you guys just, some word on what's been happening, what's the new changes, what's going to be happening this year, different plans I have for the channel, and just all that stuff. So anyway, I figured the beginning of the year was definitely a great time to do it. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're excited for all the new things that are heading our way. And I'm really excited for everything that's coming up. So, again, everyone, thanks for watching. And I will see you all, and Danielle and I will see you all in the next videos coming up.